Hey, welcome everybody to VTOP Live. My name is Josh Nichols, and I'm the host of VTOP Live show. Got a really special guest, Bruce Thome, is joining me. What's going on, bud?
Hey, sorry, for some reason when I go live, my earbuds didn't work now, so I just have to be a little closer.
That's all right. So you got a lot of people already chiming in about you.
Yeah, Dave Hick, I told him to come here because he's my partner in crime in the Rippey Ruckus.
Oh, man. Dave,
Come on,
you're
Hick.
around.
You only live a mile away, Hick. Come on over, Hick. Come
Dave,
join us live, Hick. Yeah, come on over, Dave.
Tell everybody where you are right now, just like in the city.
Right
and then
now, I am in Urbandale, Iowa. This is Northview Park, home of Urbandale Little League. This park has been here since the early 1970s when they started playing Little League here. Before that, I think it was somewhere else. But yeah, in 2009 and 2013, our 12-year-olds went to the Williamsport at the Little League World Series. So the field that's right next to me is the Majors field, and we have on the across the top of the scoreboard 2009, and then another one. This is 2013 Little League World Series.
Cool.
So the 2013 team went on 5 years later. They won the Class 4A state championship in the state of Iowa in 2018 and 2019 back-to-back state championships in high school. So we got a good tradition going on here.
Very cool. Very cool.
And from what I understand, the Mid-Iowa Baseball, MSBL, has been playing at this park since 1994 is what I understand. There's a 18 plus, a 30 plus, a 40 plus, and a 48 plus. I think Hick just pulled up, man. I see his car over there.
Cool.
Okay, so
tell everybody real quickly about just your journey in baseball. Just kind of give us the cliff notes of how you got from.
I was thinking about that lately, Josh, and so I just kind of realized I've been playing organized baseball in 6 different decades, man. Right. Yeah, the 70s, 80s, 90s. So, yep, I started in about Mason City, Iowa, about 2 hours north of here, playing in the Sandlot stuff, and then Little League and North Springs and Babe Ruth, and then high school, and played in Mason City, and then I joined the military, and I played softball for a few years, and then in the early 90s, probably 1993, 94, about 3 years I played in. There was a San Diego Military Baseball League, and I played on there when I was on shore duty for like 3 years. Then I went to sea, and then I played in the San Diego MSBL for a couple years. Hey, look at there. It's my number one demon, man. Hey, what's up, Hicker?
Bruce, introduce the audience to this guy
I'm
here.
doing great. Hey, how are you?
This is Dave Hick. Been my teammate for 8 seasons now on the Twins here, and we just kind of been aging up. But he's kind of my partner in crime in the Rippey Ruckus, man. We put that thing together over the winter.
That's cool, man. Dave,
we did.
And we're going to talk about the Rippey Ruckus here in just a minute. Dave, tell me how long. Bruce just said that he's been doing this. He's in his 6th decade of play. I mean, he's only in his 50s, but he's been his 6th decade of playing baseball. What about you? How long you been playing?
I'm about the same way. I started playing baseball when I was 5 years old in Rippey. I'm originally from Rippey.
There's the Rippey dude right here.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I've been playing ever since.
All right, guys. So let's talk about the thing that really struck my interest with you guys. The Rippey Ruckus. Tell everybody what that is. This is the Rippey Ruckus, guys.
Originally, it was just a hey, this is Iowa. We want to come play. So last year, so let's go back. I'll go back to 2020 or 2019. Or the last few years, I've been thinking about going to the Minnesota Twins fantasy camp. Mm-hmm. And I've talked to Ron Watson, who's also in the group, and he had went with his son back in like 2018 or 19. And he said, come on, dude, you got to go. So I signed up in 2019. I got to go to Target Field, and we played a game up there for the incoming people. And then I met some guys. And then in January of last year, I went down to Fort Myers, Florida, and was there for a week and at the camp. And I met so many guys. I met so many, and just became just like brothers and, friends like that. And so I struck up, friendships with them, and it's like, hey, dude, let's play maybe sometime. I talked to one of them and a couple of them. So last fall in October, we went up after our season got done. We went up to the Twin Cities and we played a couple teams up there, the Crystal Cubs and the Brooklyn Center Dodgers. Some of you guys might be watching or maybe watching this later, but shout out to those guys right there. And afterwards, we're sitting in the parking lot having a beer, and they're like, hey, let's do this again. I'm like, okay, let's do it. And so you want us to come up there? And they're like, no, we want to come to Iowa. So I'm like, okay. We started talking in October. I got back. Dave didn't go with us. He wishes he could have, but so we put the wheels in motion. He's been talking about going up and playing in Rippey for the last couple of years, because Coach Merkin has been working on that field since he retired and moved back to that town, and just said, let's do it. So we planned for it. I got a couple teams from Minnesota and one from Sioux Falls, South Dakota area. They all came down in the second week of May weekend, and we got together. And I wanted to make something snappy. I was like, Iowa, whatever, and I'm like Ruckus, because I was like, hey, Rippey Ruckus. It just kind of sounded good, so it stuck. It's
a good name.
I should actually do the trademark on that or something.
You got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and dude, I don't know who did the design work on this logo. It's really badass.
Where that originated from was Rippey back in the 40s and 50s had their own town ball team called the Rippey Demons. But Rippey was their own separate school back in the day, and they were called the Rippey Bulldogs. And their colors were purple and yellow.
Yeah.
So that's why I wanted to go old school with this tournament that we had and call them the Rippey Demons, and also integrate the Rippey Bulldog colors, just to kind of cover the whole spectrum of Rippey itself.
Yeah.
Rippey itself has had baseball played since the 1880s.
Yeah.
So
wow.
It's a huge baseball town.
Do you already have the next one, the date set for it?
I do. We're gonna do the end of April, then May 1st, April 29, 30, and May 1st.
Okay. Great.
Yeah,
so,
we're gonna do it the weekend before Mother's Day.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And I was following, tried to follow your social media posts for the first one. It looked like it was a big success, right?
It was.
Yeah, it was. It was huge. The town of Rippey really embraced it, and they loved every minute of it.
It was like what?
250 people would come and fill the stands just to watch baseball again.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
They hadn't had a baseball game on that field for probably 5-6 years. Yeah. It hadn't been played on at all. No Little League, no Junior League, no
high school,
nothing. And this guy, Mel Merkin, moved back to Rippey 5 years ago, started working on the field, and it's pristine now. I mean, it's beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right. John Linden just chimed in too and said he could add.
Hey, John.
Yeah. So you guys are it's gonna blow up now, and you're gonna not know what to do with yourselves.
That's all right. We'll take it.
Right.
So anyway, guys, I appreciate you doing this. I'm encouraging people to go find you guys and reach out to you, so that I'm anxious to see where this goes. What you guys are doing is what I think we should be doing all over the
bring back to
world.
small town America, man.
Yeah.
So, I was just talking to somebody the other day. I was real quick, Josh. I was just talking with a friend the other day, and talking about baseball up in North Iowa, like in the Amish country. Do you know the Amish play baseball? Did you know
I
that?
did not. No.
I was driving around up there. I've heard about it, and my best friend's a farm. My best friend growing up is a farmer, and I bought like a side of beef from him, and so it was up in the locker in north central Iowa, up by the Minnesota border, and there's a big Amish community up there. So I was driving my wife around the area where my dad grew up and like where my family's from. These small towns up in Mitchell County, Iowa. And there's Amish community, and we're like driving down the road, and all of a sudden I see a little baseball field right there with a backstop and everything. And I was like, oh yeah, the Amish, I've seen that before. The Amish is at some of those shows, like that the Amish play baseball on Sundays, and there was a baseball field up in Amish country in Iowa.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
That would really be cool. And one thing I was thinking was, when you talked about the success of the Ruckus this year, I'm like, who wouldn't want to go watch a bunch of old guys play this game? I mean,
yeah,
that sounds
absolutely.
Actually,
yeah.
So here's a quick story real quick. So it got out about this. And so at the ball field in Rippey, in the 1950s, they hosted like 3 state tournaments for the state of Iowa. And this gentleman came and was sitting there, and Roiger had like said, hey, he had been there before we did on Sunday, because we played that last game on Sunday. And he said, hey, this gentleman here played on a state tournament here in like 1953. So I went up and I chatted with him and brought him down, and we had him throw out the first pitch for the game, and then we all signed the ball for him. And so his name is David Wicke, and he played on Council Bluffs, Thomas Jefferson, and they won the state tournament on that field in 1953. And he was just tickled to death. And he lives about 3 miles from here, from this ballpark right here, about 3 or 4 miles from here. So I looked him up and I emailed him, and he came to one of our games already. And I got him a Rippey hat just like you did. And in 2 weeks from today, we're playing in Rippey on a Sunday. So he's going to come up there. So I'm going to give David that hat. He's,
cool.
I don't know, probably 85 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good
Well,
nice
guys,
story, man.
I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna let you go.
All right. All
Yeah,
right.
take care.
Appreciate it, Josh.
Yep. Thanks,
See
guys.
you guys. Bye.
Go Demons.
So there you guys have it. Super good guys. Guys, please, we need to support things like this. But anybody else, you got something to say? Tim Small, appreciate you, man. Commenting and things in here. This platform is to give you guys a voice, and to keep encouraging people to play this game, and to spread the good news about baseball and men's and amateur baseball. So appreciate you guys that watched, and I'll see you back here next week. Take care.